Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Black Robe podcast. Yes,
Together again.
no, oh, I miss you so much, Carol. Being distant and doing the podcast, and everything else behind the scenes just is not as fun.
It is not the same, and there we go.
Nope, it sure isn't. So today we actually have some treats in store for everyone. We have announced, I guess we haven't announced yet, but we will tonight. We'll announce our Jingle Winners.
Yay! Yes, we have this contest that we started. We just gave it a few days, 10 days or so ago. We had young people 18 to 35 submit their original music for our podcast intro and exit. And tonight you're going to see the first and second place winners of the jingle competition. And we love it because they're so young.
They're young, they're amazing, they're brilliant, and they're Black. Okay.
Yes. Young, gifted, blessed, and Black. How about that?
That's the truth. But before we really dive into more about our musicians and our local talent, we do, of course, want to start off with some housekeeping items.
Yes,
the IBJ, we've been fundraising.
Yes, we have. We've been fundraising kind of on the down low, not pushing it hard.
We know it's been a tough time, right?
We hit our goal so far. We wanted to have $25,000 raised by the end of, really we wanted it in there by the end of October, and so we're a little late. We're doing it,
and we're still pushing it.
We want to double that by the end of December, and we only have 2 weeks left, so we're going to need your help. And part of the reason why we're raising money is so that we can do the kinds of activities that you'll see us doing and talking about tonight. We want to support and encourage and invest in young talent. And we have the big, of course, the Freedom Summer Symposium that's coming up in June. That's our big signature, hopefully annual event where we're going to solve some social justice challenges using the big brains of a lot of young people, 18 to 35. So that's why we need your help funding the Freedom Summer Symposium and also investing in young, gifted, blessed Black talent.
Absolutely. And so you guys can all give through our website at the institutefoblackjustice.org. We're also on Cash App at IBJ.
It's $Institute shortened. So $INST Black Justice.
Black Justice. And all that information is also on the website. So please visit us there and give so that we can continue to give and that we can continue to empower other young individuals like myself. It's hard out here being a young Black musician, young Black professional, young Black artist, whatever you are, it is hard. And so us as a community, we really do have to see the value in us.
And tonight, it's a good news night. Our last show was heavy.
Yeah.
We were talking about Casey Goodson. That was such a sad case. There was another sad case in Phoenix that just happened. You can read about it in Black Enterprise magazine if you have not seen it already. But we're not going to talk about death and dying tonight. We're going to talk about life and life-giving and life-affirming activity that young people are involved in.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're here to uplift. We're here to have a good time. It's on the Christmas next week, so
on Anzhane's face tonight, right?
That's not that hard to do, huh, Carol?
Well, but I do want to mention just one final little housekeeping piece of business, and that is the results of the vote on the resolution, or the ordinance, that is.
Oh yeah.
To dissolve the Tacoma Pierce County Health Department. They had a 6.5-hour meeting on Tuesday night, and they got the shock of a lifetime when the person who supposedly, the council member who supposedly sponsored the ordinance, voted no with 2 other members of the council, and it caused a deadlock, which meant that the ordinance failed to pass. And she came on television. I saw her on King 5 television saying, "Hey, they never asked me how I was going to vote." Minor detail, especially with that councilwoman. You better ask her Do we have your vote? Apparently, they never even spoke to her. According to her, they had not spoken to her all year. One of the council chair hadn't spoken to her all year, and the executive hadn't spoken to her for 3 years. And so I guess that's why they didn't know that she wasn't going to support the ordinance. So there you
Wow, what a council with great communication.
Crazier things can happen in Pierce County, but are you ready to get to the good news?
Yes, but before we do, sorry, I just want to build the anticipation up a little bit. Yeah, we do need to highlight the community's involvement in really getting their voices heard by the council. I mean, we had some community members really pull themselves together, pull the community together, rally and protest.
Oh my goodness, there must have been, I heard there were thousands of people who submitted comments either online or email. That night, there had to be 100 people that testified that night. And I have to give the operator credit. She was like an air traffic controller that evening, handling business. Everybody was talking about that she was a rock star. So we appreciate the work that staff members do every day.
Yes, and the community. So keep doing what you're doing. You know, your efforts are not unheard or unseen. We definitely recognize and appreciate all of your hard work. All right.
Okay.
All right, now let's talk about this music. I want to vibe a little. Who are we bringing on first? We want to.
Well, we can bring them both in, and I think what we will do is introduce the second place winner of our jingle competition first, the beautiful Tiory
Watson.
And there she is.
Hi. Hi. So congratulations, hun. You're second place on in our jingle contest. How do you feel?
I'm excited. It's an honor, it's a blessing to be a part of this movement, what you guys are doing. And that's the best feeling, to be a part of something. So yes, I'm excited.
I love it. I love it. You're definitely a part of the podcast. You're part of the Black Robe and the IBJ. I mean, all of us are, you know.
We're part of why we started what we started is for the sake of 18 to 35-year-olds, because this year has been an awful year for anybody graduating from high school, trying to go off to college. Anybody who was already in college. This was a crazy year, very confusing. People closed in, and so we wanted to do something that would lighten the spirit, maybe uplift the spirit. And so in just a minute, let's get Ukweli in, and then we want to talk with you about your song Better Days. Okay, let's get Ukweli in here though. There he is. There he is. There he is. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi. So congratulations on winning first place in our jingle contest. Tell us how you feel.
I feel really good. I'm really happy and honored to have won this contest.
Yeah. You should, well, and we're going to talk a little bit about how both of you got yourselves into this, or who is responsible for your submitting your music to us. And so we appreciate whoever it was that encouraged you to participate. We're really glad about that. Ukweli, thank you very much for coming and being with us tonight, you and Tiory. We're going to start with Tiory's submission. She won second place in the competition, and that's a $350 prize, which we will pay her in 7 days or less. She's got a couple things that she's going to do for us, and then we will certainly give her her prize money. So Tiory, how did you get yourself into this competition? And then tell us a little bit about the song Better Days, and we'll play it for the audience tonight also.
Okay, so Anzhane here, her amazing self, she always wants to let me know what's going on in the community. She's very good. No, you are very good at like putting, connecting with people, putting people in the forefront and allowing them to have the opportunity to use their gifts and abilities to make this world a better place. And I appreciate that. So she was on me about a week ago on Facebook. She let me know about it and I saw it, but I wasn't really, I wasn't really doing enough to get it done. honestly. And then so I was just doing my singing bowls. I got singing bowls that I play, and I was just doing that on Snapchat, and she hit me up again about it. And I was like, okay, I can't, you know, if Spirit telling you to do something, do it. So I
I was
literally
not letting go.
Look at the spirit of Anzhane. You got
Spirit telling you to do something, do it, right? So I was like, okay. So I literally took that, and yeah, that day I did it. I just did it, and I went forward and sent the song. And so it was Anzhane. What the Better Days song is about is, you know, a lot of times people write songs having to do with Black, I want to say just Black trauma, you know, Black people's experiences that are very traumatic, whether it be through police brutality, whether it be through just, you know, just society and everyday life. But I didn't want to talk about the negatives. I didn't want to hear about that no more. I wanted to know about solutions, what we can do for ourselves to heal ourselves, even if the physical, you know, world isn't maybe seeming to change right away, right? So just knowing that you can change within, and look at things differently, and not just see it as maybe for what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can create your own reality. And that's what this song was pretty much saying to do. Create you guys' own reality. Don't let people write the book for you. Don't let people tell you how to be and tell you how to, you know what, just what it is, you know, create that reality on your own within. And so that's what this song was telling you. Yeah.
Love it.
Anjanae's gonna fire it up here, and I hope that our audience can hear it well enough to really get a sense of how beautiful it is. This is Tiory Watson, Better Days.
Thank you.
We tired of talking, stop playing right inside and living in coffee. Still fighting for better ways. I know it's better days. It's up to you to see what you think. Complain, I ain't never changed. Come to me.
I love that.
I love it. Oh my God.
Hi,
I play this in my car, Tiory. Like, this is definitely something that is current, it's relevant, it's powerful. I mean, you see big names all the time. You know, Lil Baby came out with the Black Lives Matter song. You know, Beyonce, and a lot of her music, she references Black Lives Matter.
Little Baby.
Well, you know, YouTube them, Carol.
Little baby.
Baby. I mean, a lot of R&B and hip hop artists, we're in the scene. So I hope this song is all over SoundCloud. Where can our viewers go and hear this song? Maybe go buy the song. Yeah.
Right now it's on YouTube and SoundCloud. It's going to be Better Days underneath Better Days Tiory. You just got to type in my name and then Better Days. And that's how you can find it on YouTube or SoundCloud. Tiory is how you spell it. Just so if anybody
That's beautiful. Congratulations. Our little $350 honorarium does not begin at all to give justice to the beauty of that song and the talent. And who's the voice we hear rapping in the background?
Yeah.
That's TJ. TJ, his rap name's
All right, shout out to TJ.
his rap name's Pat.
All right, TJ.
Hey, TJ.
All right, that was beautiful collaboration.
Thank
that the two of
you.
you did.
Yes.
Make her give you some of the money.
Definitely not.
And
Right.
we
Thank
hope that
you.
if anything, I mean, the money is just a small appreciation, but really our hearts are full of investment for our young, up our future, right? You
Yeah.
people, you guys, us, we are the future. And so the IBJ, we're here to invest in people like you, Tiory, and you, Ukweli, so that you guys know that you guys don't stop. Keep
Right.
going on your passion, especially with words as powerful as these, right? Please don't stop. Your efforts are not unseen.
Let this be just the beginning,
Oh, yeah.
and we want to just affirm what you're doing, and that's why we're going to go next to this beautiful first place $500 winner, Ukweli Bayard. Congratulations to you again.
Thank you.
We just want to affirm the work that you're doing and encourage you and let you know that other people appreciate it. I know you must love your own music, otherwise you wouldn't produce it, and you certainly wouldn't share it with the rest of us if you didn't think it was good. But hopefully this is a message that people do really appreciate what you're doing and enjoy it. So Ukweli, tell us a little bit about how you ended up on this podcast tonight and winning $500. Who got
Yeah.
you into this?
Yeah, so my dad is a big fan of the podcast, and I hadn't heard about it, but he sent me a link to the competition, and I looked at the requirements, and I figured that I might as well try. So I produced a beat just using what I normally use. I make beats usually every day, and I submitted it and hoped for the best. And I was really honored when I got the email that I won it. So
Yes. Well, we probably kept you both waiting kind of late, but we wanted to really make sure that we had time to kind of think about it and pick the piece that we thought at this moment in time would be the best suited for where the IBJ is right now and where the Black Robe podcast is now. And as we evolve and grow, who knows what'll happen with those songs that the two of you have submitted to us. So let's tell us a little bit about the music that you have written here. Ukweli, it's jazzy, it's upbeat, it's instrumental. So tell us a little bit about it.
yeah, so I have a pretty long background in music. I started playing piano when I was 6 because my mom enrolled me in lessons. And growing up, she'd always play like all kinds of different music from different genres and artists. And so I think just that background kind of helped me to, when I started getting into making beats in high school, pull from all my influences and just create work and continue to get better. And so in this track, I'm really into like R&B and jazz. So I kind of channeled that and those influences into this track and playing like soulful chords and like making a groovy drum beat. So yeah.
I like those words.
Yes.
Soulful and groovy. Now you're in my time zone when you start talking like that. Now, do you know who Little Baby is?
I do, yeah.
I'm like, I'm sure he does. He doesn't live under a rock.
I'm checking. So you have to be like under 30 to know who he is.
Maybe
Okay.
under 40.
Oh, under 40. Well, okay, I'm way over then in that case. I was on the radio with Tiory's grandfather, so that ought to tell you how far back I go.
That's okay. You've had your time of making me feel too young. Okay, she's had a lot of fun with her all the way live and her jokes.
Know who Bootsy Collins was.
But I did my research. No, well,
It's my turn.
yeah, but yes, definitely look into
Play
Little
this
Baby.
Beautiful song.
Absolutely. All right.
Ukweli, is there a title to this song?
I didn't title it. No, I didn't give it a title, but
Okay, it's now entitled Black Justice.
yeah, okay.
All right.
All right.
This is my favorite part. Has a little Anthony Hamilton vibe to it right there.
Yeah, it's so smooth. I can do my yoga in the morning to this.
That is beautiful. We're going to play it all the way through at the end of our show tonight. And so we just want to thank the two of you. I can just see Tiory creating lyrics to that song.
I was
right
gonna
now.
say,
Hey,
you guys
make some
could
beats.
collab.
He got to make me some beats. We got to get in contact.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, that was a really good beat.
Thank you.
Man, and we wanted to ask, so what do you ever add vocals to your tracks?
I don't usually add vocals, but I have some friends who are vocalists, and
Okay.
I also have like a beat store online that I sell beats to just different people from around the world who make music.
Awesome. We'll promote that website. Yeah, where can we find it?
What's the website?
It's a website called BeatStars, and
Mhm.
my name on there is Swavy, and then
Wavy.
Wavy.
How's that spelled?
SWAVY.
All
I
right.
love it. It's like wavy, but with a little sauce.
Yeah.
Wavy.
I love
What did
it.
you say? Wavy with
Wavy with a little sauce. Barbecue hot sauce, whatever is your preference.
We cooked some barbecue ribs tonight, and I think Anzhane might have barbecue sauce on the brain.
Okay, Christmas is next week, so I'm in good spirits despite the jokes.
He is in good spirits, and we are too. So tell us a little bit about where you went to high school, who your family is, if you want to go that far. We want to know who is your people.
Yeah. So
Ukweli? Yes, and then Tiory.
I'm from Tacoma, Washington. Grew up here, but I've lived in a few different states. And I went to high school at Charles Wright, and I was going to go to UW this year because I graduated this past year. But with COVID and everything going on, I decided to take a gap year. So I've just been focusing on music, and I've been producing a few segments for KNKX, the local NPR station. And yeah, I've just been taking time off to just work on production and things I didn't really have time to do in high school. So.
Well, you went to Charles Wright with my granddaughter. You probably know Ayana.
Oh yeah, I know Ayana. Yeah.
I'm flying her off to Brown in a couple
Yeah.
of weeks.
Nice.
So yeah, she's it's been strange this year not being able to go straight into college and have the normal freshman experience. But it sounds like you're doing some wise moves if you're making money in the gap year.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And high school, is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. The rest of your life is ahead of you. And so it's so great that now, you already know what you're passionate about and that you're investing your time, your energy, and your craft, your skill, into it. Keep that up.
Now I have to ask, are you sure mom and dad don't want you to be, a doctor, a lawyer, a scientist, an astronaut?
Well,
Are they good with you doing your music?
Well, for now, that's the main thing I'm doing. But I think in college, I'll probably study something in a science field. But I'll definitely keep doing music in college and after that, like on the side.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's good because that creative side, actually, the left and the right brain, right? You benefit when you get both sides of the brain operating together. So the music keeps that creative flow going.
Mhm.
And Tiory, I told you I was on the radio with your grandfather many moons ago.
Right.
He had a gospel radio show. He has a beautiful voice. Your grandmother has a beautiful voice. Your father. Yes, you have inherited the family treasure in that voice, that musical talent. Tell people who your family is and where did you go to high school? And
Okay, I went to Lincoln High School. I graduated 2015. That's in Tacoma, Washington. My family is the Watsons, pretty known last name in Tacoma. And so we have Kinlows and there's so many Alzheimer's. There's a lot of us out here, even Slaughters, there's a lot of us in the state, okay? So yeah, that's my family. But growing up all my life, everyone I've really been related to has done music or dance or some form of creative art. So and instruments, all of that. So I'm very, I feel like I'm very rooted in that sense, just from growing up in the church and just seeing different instruments. We play different voices and how harmony works, and melodies work. So I just feel like now it's natural.
And so grandma and grandpa okay with you doing music, or they want you to be a scientist or an astronaut or a lawyer or a doctor? What's going on with that? You got the family support for your craft?
Yeah, I feel like I do. And with music, of course, because that's what they love. But with other stuff, at this point, I don't care. That's the truth, though,
You happy.
Right. At this point, you gotta do what makes you happy. So yeah, absolutely, though. I feel like I have their support fully, and especially the love, and that's what matters the most. Yeah,
that's exactly right. We can feel that love in your music, definitely. So what's next immediately for the two of you, now that you have won this probably very easy little competition of ours? What else is around the corner for the two of you? Have you got any events or things coming up that you want the public to know about? Ukweli, anything coming up soon for you?
For me, Laura and I'm just finishing up college applications and continuing to try to grow my audience with my beats and networking with other musicians. Yeah.
Well, I think you just started a new network tonight.
Yeah.
Right. What about you, Tiory? What's coming up next in the near future?
Learning more instruments. That's really what I get excited about, is learning. So continuing to learn. I'm right now practicing. I just started learning the singing bowls, which is very healing for, all the different kind of chakras in our body. Sorry, my phone's going off. But yeah.
We're watching you on Facebook Live.
Trying to hit me up, distraction. But so yeah, it's just, I'm learning right now instruments and just working on healing myself, just working on all aspects of inner healing, inner peace, just so that I can make healing music. I don't want to just be talking about music. Yeah, so I have to heal myself in areas in order to be able to heal the world. So yeah.
I love that. That is so important.
Beautiful.
Oh man. Well, I hope both of you guys this summer are not too busy because of course we have our Youth Leadership Symposium put on by the IBJ, partnered with one of our local institutions that will be announced here in the near future. But it's really targeted for the 18 to 35 demographic, really empowering young people to make a change on a social issue, right? And really, young people like us is why this is so important, because we are the future. Right now, our last episode, we talked all about police brutality and, the Casey Goodson, story in Ohio, right? Another young Black man, 23 years old, killed wrongfully by policemen. But these are people that look like us. These are people that are our age. I was joking with Carol, but I was like, those are our future husbands, our future wives out there, and they're either being sent to prison or they're being killed in our streets. And so this is a problem for me, and it should be a problem for our generation because we are the target, unfortunately.
It's encouraging, though, to see Tiory, to see Ukweli, to know also, that's sort of the counterbalance, because I think the larger media picture of young people of African descent is that person that is shot in the back. And that's all some people see and believe exists in the African American community. And so part of what we want to do is counterbalance that view by featuring young people like you, who are very talented, who are well educated, who are doing positive things, who are very creative, and giving positive vibes into the world as well. It's not just folks who, end up in horrible stories of brutality.
Absolutely. Yeah. We can't just paint that one narrative, right? This is another narrative. It's a true reality. You guys being on our show right now. But my point is that, we want to really connect young people with and entice them to get active in their communities for some social change. It doesn't have to be police brutality. There's so many different things across the spectrum, right? If you talk about mental health, Tiory, you were just talking about mental health and healing. That is huge. That's something that in the Black community we need to talk about. Ukweli, you were talking about, pursuing other things, not just your music, but I also want to have this background in STEM. That is very much Black, and that's very much possible. And even thinking in that sort of direction is exactly what the symposium is about. So we really just want to encourage you guys. Please stay informed on all the details to come. And we hope that you guys apply to be a part of our cohort, because this symposium is really going to be amazing.
June 28, 29, and 30. It'll be here in Tacoma. It'll be partnered with one of the colleges in the area. So there's a slaughter who'll have the inside details.
Oh, yeah.
Story.
And we know how money, brings in people. So we're planning to also have some stipends there too. Again,
you'll be paid for your time.
Absolutely. So you guys stay informed. And yeah, stay positive. You guys are doing amazing positive things. And I just love to see it.
Yes, and we're going to be in touch with you by email to finish up our business. We have some business to transact.
Yes.
But thank you for being with us tonight. We're going to let you get back to your evening and to your lives, and we're going to do a little bit more housekeeping, and then we're going to end on a high note with Ukweli's beautiful Black Justice theme song. How about that? Thank you both.
Thank you.
Anjane and Carol. Have a blessed night.
You too.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So how about that?
Oh my gosh, they're both so talented.
I know.
So talented. And I just want to say that constructing, because I do come from a musical family, right? So I understand when recording, producing, that's not an easy task. You got all those different layers of instruments. I mean, Ukweli's piece is just...
I can't believe he did it by himself.
Yeah.
The two of them. At 18, I was not
18 and 23.
Talented and organized and as they are. So imagine what I could have been if I'd have started, if I had some sense at 18. I could have been an astronaut instead of a lawyer.
Instead of a lawyer, like that's some small accomplishment.
A while though, I just, I was not that focused at between 18 and like 25. I was 31 when I earned my bachelor's degree, and then 36 when I finished law school. I had been married, I had kids, and I drug my daughters through law school with me. You don't have to do it the hard way.
Yeah, no.
You can do it the way these two young people are doing it. Like, get focused, figure out what your gift is, your purpose is. And it sounds like they both are blessed with family support. Now we want to give them community support to go along with that.
Absolutely. And with that community support, again, comes the support of all of our viewers and our audience. I want to remind you all to follow us and share our podcast on your personal pages so that we can get this information further out into the community. We are on all social media platforms, so you guys can find us on, of course, Facebook, but also on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.
And I want to also end, we're going to play Ukweli's theme song as we end tonight and close. I just want to thank all of the community members who have made a donation during this holiday season. We're accepting them all the way through December 31st. You're going to see a Facebook fundraiser coming up on Facebook very soon. But thank you to Group Health Community Foundation for their very generous gift. Thank you, Sally Perkins, Drew Ebersole, Arthur Watkins. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, Christina Roberts and her beautiful husband, Chris, thank you for your donations, because that encourages us so that we can encourage the young people that you saw here with us tonight. So we appreciate the generous gifts that you have given us already.
Absolutely.
All
Thank
right.
you.
We're
Well,
good?
we're good. Well, next Thursday's Christmas Eve. Carol, are we gonna be shooting on Christmas Eve, or
Well, we're going to do something.
we're gonna do something?
We might record a little early, but we'll have something for you here on Thursday at 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve. So tune in.
Tune in. You guys all have a beautiful rest of your evening.
I'm Carol Mitchell.
I'm Anjanae Slaughter. See you guys next time.